you.
Hi everyone, Dragon Souls here. Welcome to my movie review of, that's right, Take a token, think I'm holding on his head, hey, bum dum bum ba da da bum. So I can't even actually sing that song that girl does, but it's awesome if you seen clips of what the movie is, and seeing Megan, how she sits here and dances before she kills somebody. Does a killing, but for those wondering, yes, there's going to be spoilers in this review because I'm tired of sitting here making a few-minute clip and not explaining anything, and then all of a sudden people start bitching me out saying, why did you just spoil it? I want you to talk about everything, that happened on the movie. So for those who do not want to be spoiled, if you have not seen this movie yet, click off this video right now. Okay, for those people who are still here, welcome to this movie review of Megan. Oh boy, I want to tell y'all something now. Y'all are going to want to have a box of Kleenexes, and y'all are going to want have you some snacks. You're going to want a little bit of food, and you're going to want some drinks. And by the way, I also went out and bought this. I went out and bought this here because, well, I've been craving it this whole time, so I said, fuck it, go ahead and do it. But this movie, oh my god. This movie is a fucking piece of shit. I'm kidding. Now, Red Nation is probably saying, I'm about to kill you next time I see you. Don't worry. This movie is freaking awesome! I came to pay! Yes, I went out and bought the movie, okay? I bought the movie, and this movie cost me, this movie did cost me around $23, something like that, with tax and all, and because they have the one that has the DVD, and that's it, and so I said, and it was a lot cheaper, but I said, no, I want the digital one because, one, I got a PS5, and my PS5 does not have any disc drive in it. You can't put no disc in there, but there is a DVD driver thing that you can hook up to your PS5 console, and you put the disc into that, and then play and watch movies all you want. I will be doing that in the future, might be this year, could be next year, I don't know, don't give a shit, okay? But I watched that movie, Megan. It's almost an hour and 50 minutes long, okay? Will admit, the movie is kind of boring at the beginning, okay? Because why is it a little boring? I'll explain why right now. Because they're explaining about the movie, about what happened to her parents, and it goes right in, and then it goes right into her niece, not niece, but excuse me, her aunt, taking her in and raising her and because she promised her mom, her sister, that she would take care of her daughter if something happens to her. And way they was talking, even though the mom, I think the mom, they said that the mom got killed, but they said something about the dad survived or something, and he was wanting to take custody of the kid, you know, and she said, and the woman's like, no, there ain't nobody taking that girl away except me. I promised my sister I'd take care of her daughter if something happens to her, and that's what I'm going to do. And so the movie starts with looks like a little commercial about a toy that can do more than just you know, talk. You know, it responds to you, it talks back to you, tells you to go fuck off, kiss my motherfucking ass. I'm kidding. It does talk to you, you know, responds to you, and you can go to a video game and play and I actually have is a video game based on that on the toy that she has. And if you feed it, you know, it winds up doing a little bit of pooping, pellets coming out of it back in, you know, which is pretty cool and funny at the same time. And then after it gets done going from the commercial, it goes right into where she's at, and she's in the back seat with her, and her parents are driving them into looks like a mountain. A snowy mountain, you know. They're supposed to do ice skiing or something like that with her daughter, and it got really bad with the snow and everything. The snow was falling, you know, and her mom was getting really annoyed with that toy, you know, and the toy would not shut the fuck up. I mean, it was just talking non-stop, you know, and she and all of a sudden. The dad was driving, and all of a sudden it's like icy roads, and there was like sliding all over the place, you know. And then this is not funny. You need to stop this. And it was talking, talking back and forth about the toy they bought their kid, you know, and then all of a sudden the daughter decided. And then all of a sudden, she's like, whoa, that was a bumpy ride, you know, and the toy was talking, you know, making jokes about how the trip was, you know, how the car was going different directions because he was losing control of it, you know. So he decided to stop the vehicle right in the middle of the road, by the way. And then all of a sudden the little girl decided to go over there and go down there on the floorboard and pick her toy up, which her mom stupidly tried to go reach back there and try to get her daughter to stop her from picking up the toy, you know. And they was talking about the snowplow, how the snowplow is going to come. They're going to wait for the snowplow to come and clear the roads up so they can get and do what they need to. And then they're going to stay right in the middle of the damn road, which you should never do. And that was pretty stupid of him. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a snowplow truck comes right into him. He couldn't even see shit. You can't see nothing when it snows that heavily like that, you know. And so therefore, the truck didn't know that there was a vehicle in front of him, and he smacks right into him, just kills him all, and just tows that car out, you know, and kills it. And I think the way it's looking, the parents gets killed. The little girl winds up in the hospital, you know, and she winds up coming unconscious, you know, and she's walking around, she's talking, you know, all this stuff, you know. But unfortunately, it looks like she lost her memory about what happened, you know, and all she remembers is her parents got killed. That's all she remembers. She don't remember what happened or anything, you know. It's like she had a little bit of amnesia, you know. So that's how all that stuff happens, and then that's when they were talking about this doll, you know. Megan, it was just a prototype, you know. All this kinds of crazy stuff, you know. I won't go into a lot of details about the movie, but I will say Um, they think she's in a lot of pressure. The guy that gets killed, that Megan kills before when he's halfway in an elevator. He's a complete asshole in the movie. Okay, he was a complete asshole. He was basically more likely a boss to her, you know, and telling her, you have a deadline to do this certain thing. You have a deadline to get this thing going, or else you're fired, you know. And he put a lot of pressure on her and everything else, you know. And I'm like, no wonder he definitely deserved what he gets, you know. And then the other guy that Megan goes off and kills, you know, in the elevator as well. Turns out he's stealing from the company, you know. He's stealing files from the company. He's doing all kinds of crazy shit, weird shit, you know, and trying to make money off of it, you know, without the company knowing about it, you know. And so therefore Megan goes off and kills him as well, you know. And the boy, I don't know if she pushed that boy down the cliff, you know, to where he could fall and the car could hit him, or what. But to me it looked like he was running. Okay, it freaked me. Megan freaked me the hell out when she was running like Bray Wyatt. You know how Bray Wyatt, when he's in the ring, and then all of a sudden it looks like he's standing on his legs and feet backwards, and his stomach sticking straight up in the air, and his head, and it's going like this here. That's what she did, only she was like an animal. And it was just fucking weird how they got that, how they got that thing going, you know. And what really was sick is when she grabbed his ear, and she told him how bad he was doing, how this, that, you know, kind of talking shit to him, you know. Ripped his ear out, and they had a camera close up to where she ripped his ear out. I was like, I nearly got sick all over the place over seeing that. I was like, oh my god, that is so fucking disgusting, you know. And then all of a sudden, that's when she's like, you should run. You should probably run. And he runs after she done what she did, and he looks at her. He just hauls ass. He just runs, and there's like a stick on the ground that he didn't see, and apparently he trips on it, and that's where the camera gets close up look on his feet, where he trips. He falls down the hill, and then when he soon as he gets up on and starts standing up, that's when a car comes over and smacks and kills him, runs him over. I was like, oh, son of a bitch, I'm telling you. Unrated version of Megan. It shows everything. Okay? The other movie that is rated of Megan, it doesn't show. If you want to see gruesome shit, okay? If you want to see gruesome shit, you have to see the rated one. Excuse me. If you want to see some sick, really gruesome and sick shit, you have to watch the unrated one. It shows everything. If you don't want to see the gruesome shit that happens and what she does to the people, it's best to sit here and watch the rated one. That way you can't get grossed out. So then you're thinking, well, maybe that's it, you know. But no, it gets worse, you know. They do an investigation, you know, of what's going on, you know. And it's like, okay, you know, maybe it was an accident, you know. But then all of a sudden, the dog comes in, okay, does major damage to the dog, you know, and then after it does major damage to the dog, and then it bites that little girl. The dog gets pissed, and then at nighttime she goes off to the dog and kills that dog. It don't show what she does to the dog. They actually cut that out. They don't show it at all. And so all they show is that she's pulling that dog inside the fence and through the fence, and you're like, yep, that dog's dead. The fat woman, the annoying fat bitch, is sitting here bitching about her dog, you know, trying to find her dog, can't find her dog. She gets the cops involved. The cops can't find the dog either, you know. And then next thing you know, at nighttime, she's out walking around trying to find her dog. And next thing you know, she thought she found her dog. She went in the shed. And then all of a sudden, she's like, what are you? And she said, what are you? And she said, you know, I've been trying to figure that out myself, you know. And instead of saying, I'm Megan, and then spray her with the water hose like they showed on the trailer, you know. She goes on and says, yeah, I've been trying to figure that out myself, you know. And then she takes a sprayer and sprays her down. And I've seen how in car washes, when you take a sprayer to a car, you know, it's not gonna do that much damage to you. I don't know what they had on that to make it look like it's gonna be that powerful to knock your ass, knock you on your ass, but it knocks her on her ass. And then after that, she takes like a nail gun, shoots her in the arm, in the hand, nails her hand to the ground, to look like a board thing, and then she takes like some kind of poison or some kind of acid thing and sticks it to that, you know, and then to the sprayer, and then she sprays her head with it, and it shows a little bit of clip of her, all her skin right here melting off, and it's disgusting, gross. And I was like, okay, I was like, you don't need to, please tell me they actually cut the rest of this out, because we don't need to see the acid actually taking her whole head off, you know, and melting her head, you know. That's disgusting, you know. It didn't show none of that. It just showed the part where her face was melting, you know. Like, that was disgusting, you know. And I was like, oh my god, well, she's dead. Then comes to the part where they're doing that here, you know. Megan goes off and blows them two people up in the lab, you know. And then all of a sudden she's walking and she's sitting, and apparently the woman that made Megan, she thought she was on the phone talking to one of the people that was supposed to be studying her and figure out what's going on with her. She thought she was on the phone with them, but found out she wasn't even on the phone with them. She wasn't talking to them. She was actually talking to Megan. She didn't know that, you know. So when that girl, the black girl seen the phone, she saw the name and said, huh. She had a computer look like, I never called her, you know, and stuff like that, you know. So she sits there and she kills them. Then all of a sudden, it comes up where they're having the music and stuff, and he's like, Megan? And all of a sudden, and she's sitting there, start doing her dance, you know, and stuff like that, you know, and he's like, instead of getting the fuck out of there, running the hell out of there, which if I saw something like this, my ass would have been out, I wouldn't have been sitting there saying, Megan, what the fuck are you doing? I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, if I said Megan, and then all of a sudden she started doing her dancing, I would have been the fuck out of there. You can get, it would take me 2 seconds to get the fuck out of that place. But she goes off and does her dance, you know, and then when she grabs that blade, he was like, oh shit, and he runs off, gets to the elevator, he sees that other guy that he was bossing the whole time, being an asshole too. He tells him to shut the door, shut the door. He finally goes off and he finally goes off and shuts the door. But when he does, he's like, wait. And he gets here and he opens that door, and then as soon as he does, you can see the blade coming right out of his chest. I was like, damn, yep, he's gone. And then all of a sudden, blood scattered all over the place, and he looked like he's wetting his fucking pants. It looked like he's just shitting all over his pants, you know? And he's like, how could you do that? How could you kill that guy? I didn't kill him. You killed him. And this, you know, and there's two versions of the scene where he goes up in the elevator, and there's a version where where she grabs his hand, puts his hand like this here, like this on the blade, you know, and he takes his hand, puts his hand on the blade, and goes like that through his neck, you know, kills him, you know. And there's the other version where she goes up and she takes that blade like this and goes like that and just slices his throat open, and it was disgusting, you know, gross. And then they sit there doing this here, you know, and that lady's like, yeah, whatever, you know. And she's like, ah! You know, she's like yelling, you know, and all of a sudden they looked at the camera because Megan was already still in the elevator when it opened, but then she went out the door, and after everybody was panicking about it, she was walking through the door like nothing happened, you know. Got into a vehicle, driving the car back home to where her creator was at. And that's when all hell broke loose and everything. I won't spoil anything on that, but I will say that the movie is the gruesome shit. The ending part was fan-fucking-tastic, you know. It was really good what they did with that little girl, and she's like, you know, where she's like, you know something? There's something we forgot to mention to you. We have a new member to the family, and she takes that glove and goes boom, like that, like, oh hell yeah! I said, it's morphin' time, and then all of a sudden she goes like here, and then she starts making that robot move and everything, and fighting Megan, you know, and she's going and beating the hell out of Megan with it, you know, and then she goes up and says, like this, and rips Megan in half, and then one part of her legs is flying this here, and the other part body is flying that way. I'm like, hell yeah, it's over with now. She did it, hell yeah. And then all of a sudden, Megan came back by only the head part. You know, I was like, oh shit, you gotta be kidding me. So all of a sudden, she goes off and actually tries to kill her creator, the woman that made her, you know. She strangles her, you know, and I'm like, girl, you better get your ass over there and do something right now, because if you don't, Megan's gonna kill her, and then she's gonna kill you. And then all of a sudden what happens, she goes up and she sits there and says, hey, look at this. She goes in and she goes stabs it right into her brain thing and kills her and kills Megan right there. I was like, oh hell yeah, it was damn right. Oh my god. I'm giving this fucking movie 2 thumbs way the fuck up. I'm giving this movie 5 out of 5. And I'm giving this motherfucking movie a grand solid slap your mama on the mouth. 10 out of fucking 10. A must buy movie. If you ain't got the money to buy it, go out, get on your Xbox and rent the movie, or go to a Redbox and rent the movie. This movie is fucking well worth the money. You will not be disappointed. Now, here's the thing is, I want to give you a little spoiler, okay? For this movie, Megan, if you get if you have the digital code in here, here's what you get. You get unrated and the thriller, the theater one. This one here, it doesn't hardly show much. It shows a little bit different than this one here does. But the gruesomeness here, the gruesome is, if you want to see the gruesome shit, it's right here. If you get the digital, if you get this digital right here, it says right here, if you get the digital, you get both versions of the movie. You get both of them. And, but it all depends on what you can afford, okay? I do recommend you buying this movie. It is a fantastic movie. I am so glad I bought it. In fact, if Redhead Nation Roberts gets this movie, and I know she's gonna kill me later on for this, if she wants this, when she gets this movie, and she wants to send me a digital code to it, I'll be more than glad to take it, because I already got the digital version to this in here. But unfortunately, that website called Vudu, I get or my between Vudu and my and Movies Anywhere, that website is totally fucked up. I was supposed to have it on both websites, and they're screwed up right now because they wouldn't even put it on the website called Vudu, and they're both connected, by the way, and it's not going in there yet. I got two, not one, but two digital versions of it, unrated and rated, okay? And they both look so fucking good. Really fucking outstanding. They did a damn good job with this movie making. And I would strongly recommend anybody watching this movie. Thank you all so very much for watching. Like, subscribe, turn on all notifications.